9 days until the coming of age ceremony. That is a lot of papers. I sit up on my bed and rub the sleep from my eyes. As I go through my morning routine, I'm overwhelmed by some feeling of dread. I don't understand. We don't have any exams today. Am I getting sick? I have too much to do today. I'm just going to have to try my best to ignore it. As I leave my room, I notice all the dorms are eerily quiet. The door to the Ignatius room is wide open, and he doesn't seem to be inside. It's actually quite early. He's normally still asleep by now. This feels off. Once I make my way to the village square, I know something is wrong. Lately, it seems the entire village is up and about in the morning, preparing for the coming-of-age ceremony, but today all is quiet. There are none of the usual crowds of merchants and vendors jostling and shouting for my attention, and even the normal group of early risers don't seem to be around. I feel a chill down my spine. Did something happen? As I look around the square, I see windows to Sweet William's courtier open. He leans out the window and shouts at me.
What are you doing outside?
What's going on?
The humans have attacked the village! Run back to your room and lock the door! Don't stay here a moment longer!
But where are my classmates?
They're helping the elders protect the village! Please, child, don't tarry here!
He slams the window shut again. I feel a stab of anger and then guilt. No one asked me to defend the village because I'm a female. They left me sleeping in my bed like a child. I know they did it out of concern. But that wasn't their choice to make. To do so. I don't care what anyone thinks. I will protect my people. They're probably here for the human boy, so I should start there. Running, 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 running. I run as fast as my feet can carry me to the building where they were keeping the human boy. As I approach, I can hear what sounds like fighting, but I can't detect any signs of magic. The guard is nowhere to be seen. I don't know what this means, but it can't be good. I pull the door open and nearly smash right into Lux, who looks distressed to see me.
Oh no, what are you doing here? You were supposed to stay in your room. It's too dangerous for you here. Please go back.
Yeah, next time, someone tell me what's going on. And also, don't exclude me.
I will not! Do you really think I'm going to run back to my room knowing you're out here risking your life for the village? For me?
Lux sighs.
We don't have time to argue about this. Please, just stay close to me if you have to.
He barely gets the words out before the fighting spills out into the hallway.
Outside!
Wow, Lux. I back up and run outside, pressing myself against the side of the building. Some 20 human soldiers and elemental warriors come spilling out of the building. Two of the human men are carrying our human prisoner between them. He looks terrified, but no more sure where otherwise. The fighting is intense, but for some reason none of the elementals are using magic. Lux gives me one last frightened glance as he begs me to stay out of it before returning to the fray. I won't stand by and watch him risk his life for me. I run right up to the first human soldier I can see and blast him with a jet of water. At least I try to, but nothing happens. I try again, but still nothing. Ignatius spots me immediately.
Are you crazy? Get out of here! Our magic isn't working!
Don't draw attention to her, you idiot!
Too late. Several of the human soldiers begin fighting their way through the crowd towards me. The elementals are skilled fighters, but without our magic, we lose the advantage. It's only a matter of time before they reach me. Lux tries to throw himself in the path of one of the soldiers. But before he can do anything, one of the human presses a blade to my throat. Combat ceases in an instant.
Surrender or the girl dies!
Please let her go. She's innocent in all this. Take me instead.
Do you take us for fools, boy? We know our worth to your kind.
A human clad in dark robes steps forward. He's wearing a necklace with an enormous glowing jewel.
Now. We'll be happy to have 2 prisoners instead of 1. We'll be taking our boy and these 2 with us. If you even think about trying anything.
The human behind me presses his blade against my neck, just far enough to draw blood.
Stop! Don't hurt her! You've made your point!
My men will stand down, but only if you guarantee her safety. You have my word. As long as you keep yours.
Elder Soul nods, and the assembled warriors who lower their weapons. The human soldiers disengage and dump the human boy to the ground. rather unceremoniously.
On your feet, Daniel! The walk back'll do you good!
The robed human gives the soldier wearing a withering glare. He seems to wilt under the pressure and hurriedly helps Daniel to his feet, making a big show of patting his shoulders and dusting him off.
Well, that is, feel free to lean on me if you feel weak. We're all in this together!
The rest of the human soldiers ignore this exchange and prod us along with their sheathed swords. I turn back to look at the elders and regret it immediately. The concern in their eyes make me feel a level of guilt I've never experienced. One of the soldiers gives me a warning tap with his scabbard.
Eyes front! You keep walking until we say so!
As we walk through the village gate, I see the bodies of the elemental guards lying prone. I feel a bubble of panic rising through my chest, but I manage to keep it together. I don't see any blood. Maybe they're fine. You'll be fine. You'll get out of this somehow. Lux is here too. I glance at him through my peripheral vision. His expression is unreadable. Maybe he's thinking the same thing I am. It's the last thought I have before darkness overtakes me. The dungeon. I awaken in a damp stone cell. Oh man, it's so dark. I try to create a little light, but no luck. And my magic's still not working great. Once my eyes adjust, I can make out a pile of straw, a bowl, and a bucket. I don't even want to know what that bucket is meant for. I crawl over to the bowl and squint at the darkness. Looks like some kind of bread, useless for escape. I make my way over to the bars and have a look around the room. The only light comes from a sputtering torch and moonlight streaming from a tiny window. Do humans prefer the darkness, or is there something that they do to their prisoners? I can see a single guard standing to the left of my cage. Maybe I can threaten some answers out of him.
Listen here, you!
The guard slams the butt of his spear into the bars of my cell, making a terrible sound.
Nothing to say to elemental filth! Get back!
Elemental filth? Clearly I'm not getting anything out of this guy. I back away from the bars and slam my fist into the wall in frustration. Did I just feel that stone move? I chance to look over at the guard who appears to be staring at the wall ahead of him. I give the stone a light tap with my fist. I'm sure of it this time, it moved. I casually lean against the wall and begin tapping the stone out with my hand hidden behind my back. This is slow work, but I feel my help coming back to me with every tap of my fist against the wall. Eventually I feel the stone pop out the other end, and I'm able to push it all the way with my hand. I feel almost giddy with relief. I need to look through, but I can't arouse suspicion. Okay, calm down. Can't let that and anything unusual is happening here. I look around the cell and my eyes fall upon a sad little pile of straw. I crawl over to the straw and gather it up in front of the hole to make it appear as if I'm going to sleep. I lay my head down on the makeshift pillow and look through the hole. I clamp my hand over my mouth to keep from making a sound. Lux is in the cell next to me, and he looks really awful. He's sustained several bruises and seems to be asleep or unconscious. Please just be sleeping. Oh, poor guy, look at him. He beat up real good. I decide to chance a whisper.
Lux!
No response.
Did you say something?
Just whispering an elemental prayer, sir.
Well, keep it down in there!
He rattles the bar to my cell again. Lux is close enough that I could reach out and touch him. I reach my hand through the hole and gently stroke his hair. My poor Lux, you just never deserved any of this. Lux makes a sound almost like a sigh, but he does not come to. A long stretch of time passes before he awakens. He sits up with a start and looks around wildly. He must have gone down in the middle of a fight.
Quiet!
I reach my hand through the hole and wave desperately, hoping he'll see without making too much noise. He notices almost immediately. Thank God. Thank goodness. And lies down to peek through the hole. When he sees me, the relief on his face is so immense that it makes me feel guilty. I put my fingers to the lips and he nods in understanding. I mind sleeping at him and he gives me a quick nod before gathering his own pile of straw and making as if to sleep. He taps his ear and points at me. When I press my ear to the hole, he cups his hands around his mouth and whispers.
Oh, Goddess. I thought something awful must have happened.
Well, I'm alright. But what about you? What have they done to you?
As soon as we were out of sight of the village, they hit you over the head. I couldn't let them hurt you.
Lux, I'm so sorry.
No, I'm sorry. I should have protected you. What use was all that training we did over the years? You needed me, and I failed you.
You can never fail me, Lux. You've been there for me since the day I met you. You're always taking care of me. I want to take care of you, too.
I promise you right now, we'll make it out of here. Together.
He reaches his hand through the hole. I take his hand and place it on my chest. He seems surprised at first, but gently strokes my cheek with his thumb. Oh, cheek, not chest. A little bit less forward than I was hoping. I want so badly for him to hold me. Even in this terrible place, the thought of being safe in his arms fills me with a strange warmth. We lay this for a few minutes, his hand on my face and my hand on his.
We'll probably be better off escaping in the early morning. Try to get some rest.
He takes my hand in his. The cell is uncomfortable, but his warmth helps me put me at ease. We fall asleep holding hands through the hole. I'm still half asleep, but something is tickling my face. I swat the air and mumble to myself.
Wake up!
5 more minutes, Papa.
Another tickle on my cheek. I swat the air again. Suddenly, a piece of straw inserts itself directly up my nostrils. I hit straight up and yank it out, incensed.
What the?
Lux's fingers beckons me to the hole. I can hear the guard snoring softly just outside our cells.
Sorry I had to wake you. We need to plan our escape before the guard wakes up.
Got any ideas?
I don't know. But whatever we decide to do, I hope it won't involve any violence.
I'll do my best, but it might be unavoidable here, Lux. Anyway, I have sort of an idea.
I'm listening.
If you can figure out some way to get him close enough to your cell, you should be able to overpower him fairly easily, even through the bars.
What do you mean?
If I tried anything, he'd probably just smash my fingers with the spear butt. But if you could get him in close to you, you could probably break his fingers or something. Or just trap him until he lets you out.
Oh, Goddess, please don't even say things like that. Just the thought is making me woozy. Besides, I'm twice his size. How am I going to get him to come anywhere near me?
Maybe we make you seem super pathetic. Get him to feel sorry for you. Let his guard down, if you will.
And just how do we do that?
Leave it to me. Just follow my lead. And try to keep the talking to a minimum. You're the worst liar I know. Just lean up against the bars with your back to the guard. I'm gonna say some things that might sound really harsh. But just remember, I love you, and it's all for show, okay?
All right.
I'll clear my throat and begin to speak as loudly as possible.
Honestly, Lux, your life is such a joke.
Sorry?
You heard me, loser! Really, it's pathetic. How do you sleep at night?
Oh dear, oh. You can hear the keys jingling as the guard shifts outside. It sounds like he's waking up.
Keep it down in there.
Make me, human scum. We've got nothing left anyway. Might as well let off some steam by reminding this guy just how low he is.
The mouth on you. I should beat some humility into you. Hang on, I thought they brought you two in here together. What's your deal?
That's just the problem, isn't it? This guy was supposed to protect me, and he just let us both get taken. On top of that, his entire family was robbed and murdered the day before because of his negligence. Just one huge failure after the other.
This is so bad. This is so bad.
But why are you laying into this guy so hard? Ain't he suffered enough already?
As far as I'm concerned, he can't suffer enough. You should kill him now and get it over with.
She's right, you know.
Of course I am!
Will you shut your goddamn yap for just a minute?
He smashes the butt of his spear into the bars of my cell before walking over to Lux's side. I can't see him anymore.
Hey man, maybe it ain't my place to say it, but you don't have to take that shit from her.
Don't I? Just like she said. Pathetic. A loser. I couldn't protect the woman. I mean, the people I love.
Is it my imagination or did I hear his voice waver a bit? Is he crying? Oh shit, I'm terrible. I'm a terrible person.
And now we're here. Goddess only knows what will happen to us. And our village has lost its only female. Even if I could get out of here, what would be the point?
Oh man, I feel like such a horrible person.
Come on now, don't talk like that. You gotta stay strong.
I can hear the guard's keys jingle as he moves in closer to Lux's cell. That's it!
A soft-hearted man like you should never have become a guard.
Oh, good. Lux, you're
What
good.
do you mean?
I've never heard Lux sound so cold. It's honestly a bit scary.
Keys, or I break your fingers one by one.
Oh, okay, he's threatening.
Take it easy, please. Here, they're right here.
Drop your weapon and kick it away from you.
Okay.
The spear clatters to the ground and rolls past my cell.
I'm going to unlock my cell now. And if you try anything, I will detach your hand from your wrist. Do you understand?
Yes?
I hear the sound of metal scraping the floor as Lux's cell door opens slowly. Yeah, swings open.
Please!
You're coming with me.
Shoot.
Okay, just please.
A moment later, Lux comes into view dragging the guard by his arm. He unlocks my cell, then shoves the man bodily to the floor. I grab the spear and point it at the guard. Lux back and forth between him and I.
You got him?
Yeah, we're fine.
Lux's shoulders sag as he sinks down to the floor.
Are you okay?
I think I'm gonna be sick.
Oh, Lux, I'm sorry to do
What
that.
kind of psychopath freak are you?
Shut up. You don't get to talk to him like that.
Please don't talk to me right now. Ugh, I don't want to think about the sound his little wrist made. Ugh.
What is the deal with you two?
It's a complicated relationship.
We played you, obviously. Now you're going to answer my questions. Because unlike him, I'm not allergic to violence.
I wave the spear at him for emphasis.
All right, watch it, please.
You don't get to tell me what to do here. Tell me how they're suppressing our magic.
We found this necklace in some old elemental ruins a while back. Our shaman figured out at some point it can be used to interfere with elemental magic. We don't really know much else about it, though.
Where can we find this necklace now?
The shaman never seems to take it off, so probably somewhere in the temple.
And just where is this temple?
It's on a hill at the north end of the village. It's pretty obvious.
You're going to have to do better than that.
I poke him lightly with the spear, just enough to produce a yelp from him.
Sorry, please. It's a huge blue building. You can't miss it. Columns and a great flame that never goes out. You'll know it when you see it.
Thanks. You've been super helpful.
What happens now?
You'll have to ask someone else.
I bring the spear butt down on his head, knocking him out.
Poor guy. I wish we didn't have to do that to him. He really was too soft-hearted for this job.
Save your pity for us. We're the ones who need it right now. Are you gonna be okay?
Yeah, I'm all right now. Thanks for taking care of things.
Always, Lux.
Anytime. The hardest part is still to come. Are you ready?
As ready as I can be. Let's head out.
I slowly creak the door open and peer around the corner. No signs of anyone. I nod to Lux and we head out into the hallway together. We step into a hallway with a large window in one wall. Lux peeks through the shutter but shakes his head.
I don't like the look of that wall. Let's see if we can find another way down.
Okay. There's probably stairs around here somewhere.
True enough, around the corner is a set of stairs. Lux and I descend them as quietly as I can. It's amazing someone his size can be that quiet. Lux and I sneak downstairs, emerging from the stairwell into a hallway. There's a heavy wooden door at the far end and a room with the door slightly ajar. As I start towards it, Lux grabs my hand.
Hey, where are you going?
I was just going to take a peek inside. See if there's anybody in there or not.
You don't know who or what could be in there. Let me have a look.
You're a mountain of muscle and blonde hair. I'm way less noticeable than you.
Well,
Yeah, she's got a point.
Just hold on to my hand, and if I see something dangerous, I'll yell and you can yank me back. How about that?
I suppose.
I sneak over the door and pry it open ever so slowly. It appears to be a guard barracks. 3 guards snore quietly on cots. There are more beds, but I only see 3 guards from here.
What do you see?
There's 3 guards sleeping in there.
We'd better get out of here before they wake up.
Yes. Or, well, bear with me here. It looks like there's supplies and stuff in there.
Go on.
They might have some extra uniforms in there. We could disguise you as one of them.
What? We can't go in there.
Relax, I'll be fine.
Come on, Lux. You look a lot like a human from a distance.
That might be true, but if anyone takes a close enough look, they'll know pretty quickly I'm not one of them.
We don't have a lot of other options. This way, at least, we'll buy a little time. I need you to trust me.
I mean, she can look like a pretty tiny guard.
Of course I trust you. I'm just trying to keep you, us, safe.
Just stay close behind me in case one of them wakes up, okay?
I don't like this, but I'll be right behind you.
Thank you, Lux. I take Lux's hand in mine and tiptoe as quietly as I can into the room. One guard snores loudly and stirs in his sleep. Lux and I hold our breath. The guard smacks his lips and mutters something unintelligible before rolling over and going back to sleep. Lux gestures to the door, but I shake my head. He looks concerned, but doesn't stop me. I approach a chest on the far side of the room and crack it open. It squeaks at first, but I manage to get it open without waking the guards.
Do any of these look like they'd fit you?
I don't think so.
We make our way over to a taller sort of cabinet in the corner of the room. One lone uniform hangs in the back. I pull it out and pass it to Lux. He holds it up to himself and gives a shrug.
Just grab a spear and we'll be on our way.
Just as we're almost reached the door, one guard sits straight up and looks right at us. I grabs Lux's arms and throws it around my waist, burying my face in his chest.
What are you?
Oh, you got a shy one tonight, huh? Davis, you dog. You're married and still bagging him, and I can't even get a woman to look my way.
You?
Come on, baby. Let's get out of here. I want to see you in that cute uniform.
Just make sure you're back in a few hours.
Yes.
Too worked up to speak, huh? Well, night.
I think he's asleep again. Let's go before someone smarter than him wakes up.
Right.
I don't think Lux like that. Lux grabs a spear hanging against the door and carefully closes it behind him.
Here, just throw this on over your clothes.
What? Right here in the hallway?
Over your clothes, you'll be fine.
Would you rather change in the bedroom with your new friend over there?
I suppose not.
Lux struggles with the uniform, but eventually he managed to pull it on over his clothes. The buttons on the jacket are just barely holding on. Think skinny thoughts. Giving him the impression... Look at him trying to figure it out. Just giving the impression that Lux might burst out of his clothes at any moment.
I guess even a tall human can't compare to your impressive physique, Lux.
I guess so. But I'm not even that big for a light elemental. At any rate, we should keep moving. That door is probably our best option.
Right. Just keep that spear at my back. We have to look convincing.
I promise I won't hurt you.
Don't worry about it, Lux. I trust you.
And even if you do, you'll just heal me, so I'll be fine. Lux and I make our way to the end of the hall, taking one last look behind us before we exit through the heavy wooden door. The alley. The exit deposits us in a rank, garbage-filled alley to our dismay. The stench doesn't seem to dissipate as we begin to make our way down the narrow corridor. What in the world is that awful smell?
Look out!
He pulls me back just in time as a pair of human arms a few floors up tips a bucket of foul-smelling liquid out the window and into the alley in front of us.
Oh, goddess, these people are so disgusting!
Let's be thankful for that. It seems we're unlikely to run into anyone taking this route.
That's actually a pretty good point.
We've got to find that temple, but we can't see anything from here. We need to check that we're going in the right direction.
Let's get clear of these buildings first. We should be able to get a better look once we get out of this disgusting alley.
sparser and the surroundings a bit greener. Eventually we make it to what appears to be a farmhouse. Oh, for a second I thought... Okay. After some time, we finally arrive at the farm, a good distance away from the building where we just held captives. For the rest of the moment in a cornfield, the unharvested stalks provide us with a natural hiding place.
How are you holding up?
I'm fine, thanks for asking. You?
I'll be a lot better once we get home.
Speaking of which, now would be a great time to get our bearings.
There's a barn just over there. I should be able to get high enough to properly survey the area.
Why don't I do it?
We risked our lives to get this disguise. We might as well make use of it. I should be just a few minutes. Please wait for me here.
All right, fine.
Lux turns and disappears into the cornfield, displacing a few stalks on his way. I heave a sigh and sit down to rest my feet. I don't know what we're going to find in that temple, but I'm glad Lux is here with me. I poke a stalk of corn idly. I hope he makes it back alright. A few more moments pass and I hear what I hope is Lux rifling through the cornfield. It isn't. Shit. The young human boy bursts clumsily through the corn and stops dead in his tracks when he sees me. We stare at each other, unsure of what to do.
You're one of them. But you're a girl.
That is correct.
What are you doing here?
Right at that moment, Lux comes crashing back through the brush, flattening stalks of corn as he goes. He inserts himself between us, brandishing his spear.
Who goes there?
Lux lowers his spear, frowning as he assesses the threat in front of him.
Oh, you're just a kid.
The boy bristles at this.
Just a kid? I'm 9. I'm basically an adult.
Right.
The boy squints suspiciously at Lux.
How come you're so pale? How come your clothes don't fit?
He's a very observant 9-year-old.
It's not nice to talk about other people's appearances, you know. People can't help how they look.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you are.
I, don't need you to defend me, prisoner. But she's right. I was just born like this. I can't help looking the way I look. Just like you can't, right?
No. But what are you doing on our farm? Why aren't you in the tower?
Me? Well, something came up. Important, guard stuff.
How come you're all sweaty?
It's hot in this uniform.
Sweaty? Well, I was climbing the barn.
Good grief, Lux can even lie convincingly to a child.
I heard them tell him they needed me at the temple for interrogation. We're hiding here because nobody else in the village knows about it, and we're supposed to keep it that way. If you don't mind, I'd rather just go get this whole interrogation thing over with, so...
The boy frowns at me and leans towards Lux.
Boy, she's kind of a grumpy prisoner, isn't she?
Being a prisoner is rough stuff. I'd probably be a little grumpy too.
A big guy like you would never be a prisoner. I bet you'd punch their heads right off if anyone tried to mess with you.
I like you, friend boy.
That's right.
Are you okay? You don't look so good.
I'll be fine. I should probably get this grumpy prisoner on her way.
Okay. Too bad you have to go. Nothing fun ever happens around here.
Sorry, buddy. I have a job to do, and so do you.
Well, see you later.
Hang on a minute. I heard them saying if anyone finds out about this, he'll lose his job. Right? Guard?
Oh, right. That's enough out of you, prisoner.
Lux half-heartedly waves his spear at me. The boy frowns at me again.
You sure talk a lot for a prisoner.
Lux coughs awkwardly.
If you don't mind, could you keep this between us?
Okay. I promise I won't tell.
Super promise?
We can pinky swear.
Pinky swear?
Anyone who breaks a pinky swear dies a horrible death. Needles in your eye and stuff. Come on, grab my pinky with your pinky.
Come on, everyone knows what a pinky swear is. Aren't you just a little suspicious, farm boy? The boy holds out his little finger out to Lux. Lux kneels down in front of him and attempts to loop his finger around the boy's, but the difference in size is too great. Eventually, the boy just shrugs and hooks as much of his own finger as he can around Lux's.
Okay, It's done.
Thanks.
Don't let her be mean to you. You're the boss.
I sure won't. Take care.
Lex takes my arm and leads me away into the massive corner, waving one last time at the human boy.
I am going to be so mean to you.
He's just a child. He doesn't know any better. Don't let what he said get to you.
Did you figure out where we need to be?
Yes, it's on a hill over in that direction. We should be able to get to it without too much trouble if we cut through the farmland here.
All right then, lead the way.
This way.
We sneak through the expanse of farmland in the orchard. After some time, we arrive at the temple without further trouble. And that is 9 o'clock. So, thank you everyone for stopping by. And we will pick up right here. Next time I stream. So, bye everyone!